Jones had me on the radio extra long. I'm sorry. I appreciate everybody coming out for what is this, a Tuesday night? People coming out and our students coming out. I saw a lot of other Penn State athletes in the crowd. I really appreciate them having our players back. So as we continue to build this, we want to build it with everybody. So I just gratitude towards everybody coming out and being a part of this. So I thank you. Credit to St. Francis. They came in here and they weren't spooked at all. And Robbie does a great job with his team, and they play really hard, but they're very disciplined, and they play within themselves no matter who they play against. And, you know, we gave up too many threes in the first half to get them some juice, and then weren't flying around. And then the second half, we made some adjustments. We needed some adversity, and we had it today. And some of our guys did a good job of handling. Some of our guys didn't. We got to grow and get better from it. But I thought in the second half we responded, holding them to 24 points and 18% from three, and thought we did a good job in the second half of guarding without fouling, creating deflections that led to steals and got our offense going. So we got to play better. Now we move up to a couple more weight classes, which is great. And the next 40 days until we go into Christmas break is an awesome stretch for us to really improve and play some awesome games and find out where we're at and where we can go.
Mike, what are you going to have to see from Yannick and your other big men that if he picks up a couple quick fouls, you might go back to him in the first half? I understand why you didn't now, but is there a development there that you can see?
I want to Kachi get those minutes. If you get 2 fouls early, you're not ready to play and you're not locked in. Maybe you're not ready to go back with that third one. So we got to get Kachi reps and minutes, and Miles will be back. That will help us tremendously. I mean, Puff was a warrior today, not just because he scored, but he battled and all that stuff. So might have to play small with him and Nick and Zach and scrap out rebounds. So we're not rebounding well enough to we're giving up too many extra shots and not getting clean rebounds so we could run even more. And maybe I'm nitpicking. We scored 92 points and we ran a lot today, but I think we can. We got to rebound better. We got to rebound better, and that's at the front of our minds.
Mike, we talked to Ace, and he says he wants to make a statement against Virginia Tech. You talked about going up a couple weight classes. What exactly do you want to learn from this team over this next 1 to 2 week stretch?
Well, the next 40 days to me, 39 nights until we go to Christmas break, can we be the most improved team in the country? Even though we may have some adversity, right? Might not win all the games. Might have a half that doesn't go our way, or the last 2 minutes of the game doesn't go our way, but can we improve? Can we improve with our approach with everything? Our offense, our defense, our execution, our ball screen defense, rebounding the ball, and guys individually getting better and improving, feel more comfortable and more confident. That was my challenge to them after this game. No matter what the result was going to be today, that was my challenge. Next 40 days till we go to Christmas break, how much can we improve? That's my challenge to them. And look, we want to play really good teams, and we want to play them all over the country, and that's where we got to get to. Everywhere I've been, that's how I've done it, and we're going to do it here at Penn State. I want to play in great events, great teams, neutral, home, away, and find ways to win those games. But you got to do it. You got to go through it, and there's always adversity, and that's the number one thing we got to learn is we got to deal with adversity at a high level if we want to take the next step.
Mike, you guys talked a lot in the offseason about Ace and how he took a step forward from a maturity standpoint. How did you see that kind of take hold at halftime today, considering this was the first bit of adversity you guys had faced and throughout the first 3 games?
Yeah, I mean, he missed some shots, so he was mad at himself. But I think everybody wants to be up 30 and so quick, and when we made those threes, it was a false sense of the game. It happens, right? And other teams and well-coached teams are going to make a run too. Just got to withstand that. I think he was just, a little loose with the ball. He missed a couple I think he was mad at, and he threw 2 lobs that we lost, and he doesn't like when he gets turnovers when guys misses his pass. So, that's the competitive edge with him. I always say to him, you could be mad, I was the same way, and I showed it on my sleeve all the time. But you got to push that stuff in the right direction, because the most important thing is finding a way to make your team win. And so he's so much better at it. And in the past, like most young guys, when they get frustrated, they forget to play the next play, or they take 2 minutes, can't let it go. Just when you get older, you learn to you can be mad, you can be pissed, but you got to move on to the next play. The most important play in sports is the next play, and the older you get, the more you learn that.
Hey, Mike, just continuing off of Ace, had the turnovers, but still led the team in the point differential. How's he still impacted winning despite the turnovers and the shooting percentage?
Well, it's a lot of times when he turns it over, he gets a steal. That's part of it. But I just think the ball moves when he's out there, so he'll get guys shots. He'll direct people where to go, and I just think and he also plays a lot of minutes in a game like that. He's plus 31, 34, for still pretty darn good. But I think that's the next progression for other guys too. Is when you're out there, I'm impacting winning. I'm helping my team score and get stops. And Ace leads the way in that. He should. He's a 5th-year senior. He's a heck of a player. Other guys got to follow that as well.
Coach, when Yannick had foul trouble, but when he was out there, it seemed like you guys were able to be more aggressive defensively. How much does his rim protection free up the guys on the perimeter to play more aggressive?
Yeah, I mean, in the press, you can maybe take a couple chances, and he's back there to make a miss, block a shot. He's got to do it without fouling. He's just a presence down there. So, the teams we've played moved him away from the basket. So I thought he did a good job of, running some stuff down, too. So, yeah, it just gives you – and Miles is the same way. Like that, Kachi's getting better at it. Stay back. When the ball goes up, go get it, swat it, make a miss, whatever, and then get a clean rebound so we could run.
Hey, Mike, over here. You mentioned Puff was a warrior. He had a career high in points tonight, but he also had 4 steals defensively, playing that 5 a lot. How much of what he did in the offseason contributed to what he's able to do tonight?
Yeah. Great question. I mean, he's just stronger. He's always played hard, and he's always been physical and tough. But now you're stronger and tougher with 15 pounds of muscle behind you, and he's healthy. So that's great. He does a great job taking care of his body. So I think he deserves to have that success, and guys believe in him. They look for him. And then, when you play really hard, it's amazing how you're around the ball. It's amazing how you cut and get open. When you play really hard and you're physical, it's amazing how you fight the guy you're going against and you just wear him down throughout the game to get rebounds and get opportunities to score, come up with a loose ball. And, him playing the 5, he's undersized. He's done it before, but him playing the 5, makes it a little different for the offensive big guy. He ran through some passes. He covered some ground at that spot, so helps shrink the court at times too. He just plays really hard, and his teammates have great respect for him because of how hard he plays.
What do you think Dom's comfort level is at this point?
I say this. I've said this about some players I've coached in the past. I don't think Dom knows he's playing at Penn State. If he was playing in L.A. or if he was playing in Vegas or at the barracks where he grew up and with his family and dad in the military, I just think Dom's a basketball player and his instincts take over, and that's why we recruited him. I think we saw some things about Dom that others didn't see. When I saw him play, I loved his activity. I loved his confidence. He could really shoot the ball. He shoots the same shot every time, especially from his 3-ball. He draws fouls, and he has an edge. Even when he messes up, he doesn't lose his edge, and I always feel those guys do best for me. So the thing about Dom is I think he can get so much better too, and he's learning. We've been really hard on him and on his defense, and it's coming around today. He had a couple plays on defense off the ball that were like, all right, he's getting it, and we'll bring them up and watch tape with him tomorrow. So. Coach Brunt's really demanding him defense, and he's responding, and Coach Joe is working with him. Coach Telly's working with him on his shot, and he's putting the time in. But he's coachable. It's amazing when a freshman lets it go, have a clear mind, and you're coachable, and then you go out there and you just play to your instincts. So that's important.
Coach here in the middle. Ace praised this team's ability to, distribute the ball well, getting guys open in space. How would you evaluate, the selfless nature of this offense right now?
Well, that's just how we do it. Like, I want you to be a selfish winner, right? Not a selfish teammate. Like want to win so bad, you play so hard, you dive to the floor, you think you can go make a play, but in the heat of the battle, you got to be unselfish. You got to be about your teammates. You got to be, hey, I'm going to make a play here. Doesn't mean I shoot it. The play might be, I got 2 on me, I throw to that guy in the corner. I drive it, the guy behind me comes and helps, I sit down, I throw it back, let him go to work. That's being an unselfish teammate. And so I always talk about a player isn't a guy that just shoots it or gets a stat. A player is a guy that makes a play, but he sees his teammate is in a better position to finish the play. So we talk about having a hot ball. Guys are moving, we're giving each other the gift of space, and then that ball is hot. And then when it's like that, everybody gets opportunities. Like if you look on this stat sheet, and I'm going to give you a basketball lesson. I used to coach a basketball class at Randolph-Macon, 400 level class, Nate. You'd have trouble with that. But like, Nick in 21 minutes only took 2 shots. He had an unbelievable impact on the game. He drove the paint. He probably got 10 paint touches himself. It got hot. He's playing the right way. Freddie played 12 minutes, took 7 shots, right? Some were forced, some were off his teammates, some were off steals. Like, there's plenty of opportunities to finish the play. But there's even more opportunities to make the right play. And that's a hot basketball. So we teach that, we film it, we practice it, we work on it, we improvise stuff all the time, and it's making the game easier, but still playing to your instincts. So that's how we play. We always want to have 19 assists on 34 made baskets. We want to get to the foul line over 24 times a game. If you do that, then you're playing the right way. You like that one? Thanks for coming. We'll see you.